Okay, here we go. Time to do the bunches of side quests and hunts. Oh, I failed. The mood. Abraham spends a lot of time with cabs in the cup.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Yeah, gotta figure out what's up with Orgle. Which Oh, Vivian. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime from a distance that sparked within me. Select the curiosity which burns to this very day. Okay.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
And whatever Uncle Byron's got for me.
Hmm? Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control.
Nope.
Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
Of course.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Oh, of course.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw.
Run these times.
I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent.
No. Thank you, Clive.
Cool. Alright, let's handle these three first. I think there is a hunt over there. Let's do this first. There's one in Titan's Wake. There's Torgal on me.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah.
This won't be easy.
Here.
Straight home now.
That's it. That's not. What level is this thing?
I don't know your friends, Ultima. If it's me you want, I'm right here. Over here! Too slow.
Nice. Dang it. Oh, I got it. Nice.
This one.
Easy.
Too slow. Nice try.
Boom. Charge up. Almost 100,000. Ooh, the double jump? Oh, I didn't. I tried to stop it.
Too slow.
Got it.
This one.
Cool. I want to carry it. Nice punch. Easy. Oh, I can do it.
And don't come back.
Okay. I can make that one thing now, I think. one of the level of it, high level here. Oh, I think this is another quest. Oh, it's Cyril.
Lord Marquis,
What is it, Cyril?
one of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Uh-oh.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god.
Gosh.
By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
Cool.
It would not, but Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
All right.
He's gonna be a
I'll
cash.
see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
Cool. Alright, let's finish these other ones first. So many. Gosh, and Lubor has them too. What's this one? There's, yeah. Dang, everyone has.
You see that too?
This really is the end of the game.
What is it? Oh, please, just make it stop. I'm scared.
Time to fight.
Nope. Where are we? Oh, I was supposed to speak with Vivian. Horrible. Oh well.
That can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Yeah, whatever.
Nice try.
Yep. Okay, who did that? kick him.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore, but I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis, or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw.
Nope.
I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either, and I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Or is he talking about Gav?
My lord Mark, your lord uncle bade me escort the field marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Yeah. I think this is a potion. Oh. Why me? We're all just walking through grass.
made sure our fallen comrades were laid to rest.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose.
I am kind of fast forwarding through this and kind of minimize the wait time between lines.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive, the people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Okay. By the way, and to talk to people that I forgot to talk to. Oh, here.
Uncle, the Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quentin would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quentin can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations.
Wow.
Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
Dang.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Are we just going there? Oh. He's by the door.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Oh my god. Not so subtle cough.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Yay.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall.
Aww.
And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will.
Oh, the lighting.
Thank you, Uncle.
Yay, add to the collection wall. Whoa. A lot of XP. Oh. Cool.
What do you think that thing is? And how the hell is Sid
My goodness, so many things. Look.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive, but this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to those people. Beyond. Okay, well, real quick, I can make that one armor.
Yep. So, will it be?
No, not yet. I don't think it's a 4. Is it for this one then? I'm confused. Steel, right? Oh, I need 2 dark steel. Horrible. Back there.
Ah, Clive, my boy.
Harpocrates, I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed, one whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she...
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
We gotta kill.
Coveters of secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers.
Oh, snap.
A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people. Before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath.
Wow.
You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
That's crazy.
My hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash.
Huh?
Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery.
What?
If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Okay, I guess I'll go to Arnick. I want to do the circle though.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen her.
What's up, boy?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Before we continue, I think something. Okay, we're back.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Alright. That is. Oh. Where's the dragon's hair? Anywhere around here? Where? Okay. Look at there. That's where the last mark is that I have right now anyway. Alright. I was wondering about this dock actually.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious. This place hasn't changed at all. Rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
Oh, cool.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy?
Aww.
Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. coming.
Hmm.
I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Aw. That was cute. Oh. Oh, wait. There you go. Yeah. That's Aw. Lord Commander Murdoch. Okay. What's next? Hmm. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Okay. Let's do this one first. This is probably quicker.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Botany of veins.
His interests were certainly varied.
Intelligent Dream Report.
This is a Royal Army logbook. Did he take this from the local barracks?
Folklorist Fabulary. The Moogle. Oh my god. That's pretty accurate description. Google is a legend. My distance? What the heck? Oh, this is it. All the berries mentions. I have gods indeed title from the gift and commonly known is most likely a contraction of bear of the holy blessing. Oh. The wording used by the Caribbeans of the time. Those born with the blessing were lauded as living crystals and granted high office and plentiful reward for their status as chosen ones. Over the years, this reverence for the kind would become a full-fledged religion led by the bears themselves, a development that would prove fateful. The diverse nations of the time were unanimous of the disapproval of the founding of the church. While the authorities had for years welcomed bearers into positions of power in their own structures of state, they were mistrusting of an organization led by bearers for bearers. Efforts were immediately made to hasten the church and its followers, banning members from holding office, evicting adherents from their homes, and breaking up meeting by force. The church responded by forming a volunteer army to resist this persecution, and yet it continued creating a cycle of ever increasing bloodshed and rancor, and a growing rift between those born with the blessing and those without. It began with beatings and street clashings, or what began with beatings and street clashings would eventually spill over into an all-out war that consumed the greater part of the twins for nigh a generation and decimated the population of men and bears both. The deluge of blood that stained the land crimson and left an even more lasting mark upon the minds of the Valestian people. After the bears' last resistance was crushed, the nations of Valisthea came together to sign the Continental Accord that initiated the system of slavery that persists across the realm to this day. Its well-known phrase, bearers are other than human, has its roots in the bitter war of the years before, being the unblessed holy excuse for their calamitous refusal to allow the blessed to decide their own destiny.
This is it.
Dang.
But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
And I probably can't leave. You're gonna have to fight me. I'm ready.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From
Hello?
a distance, so to speak.
Oh, you're funny.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
No, I'm good.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
I'd like to see you try. Are you gonna fight me yourself, you coward? Oh, it's so scary.
Let's see, shall we?
What do you want? Terrible. Oh, I can carry. I don't think so. There we go. That's good.
Nice try.
What? Okay, you're dead. You get that Giga laser. That was cool. I canceled the cancel of Limit Break. Dude, that canceling is so cool.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind.
Yeah, and?
It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many.
Yeah.
Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
That's what happened already
So
with
you're
the
trying
bearers.
to control the truth?
Yeah.
We are trying to protect people from themselves.
No.
From
No, you're
knowledge
not.
that would bring them naught but pain. That is all.
Let them know
You
that
may
they
keep
made
the
an
book
error.
for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Yeah. They just don't want people to know that that's what really happened. But the world has to know.
Vivian, I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the Bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
That was very interesting. New quest, new beast. No elude. Oh, it's in Garnick. Well, I might as well just go back. Do I have another?
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts?
It's a... and she closed.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
It's galore.
Seen enough?
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away.
Let's see what it takes to make the last one.
What's Sancfordian, do you? Anything else?
Okay. Going back to Garnick. I don't understand why. So weird.
Good girl. Run like the wind. Don't get surrounded.
I assume it's in here. I don't even know. Yeah. Okay. What the? A harpy? Interesting.
Harmon's madness lives on.
I did not. What? I don't know.
Too slow.
There we go. Perfect. Ah, recovery again. Remember this power? Ow. What?
Nice try.
There we go. Cool.
Well done.
There we go. Oh yeah. What? Perfect. Oh, sick. I can't believe I got the trim across on that. Perfect. Perfect. Not bad. How did I?
Rest in peace.
Dang, I didn't expect another harpy. Okay. Oh. What is that?
Come on. Run like the wind.
Oh, clutch mine.
Straight home now.
What the F is this? Huh? Am I supposed to fight this? I guess I found it.
Look who's here to meet us. Pity they don't seem fond of visitors. Maybe that.
What? Thing. I can't see. I haven't even missed level 5.
Nice try. Too slow.
I pressed dodge so early. Pressed early. Cool. And punch. Perfect. Oh, this is 1,000. I like this.
Nice try.
Nice. Perfect. Boom. Kamehameha. Awesome. Hey, welcome.
I've had warmer welcomes.
Doing the thing now. Cool. Accident.
Fly, Ambrosia.
I guess that one was on the board. There we go. Jeez.
This must be Mickelberg.
Oh. Oh, this is the big door. What is happening?
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah. Did you too heed the call?
Oh
Heed
gosh.
the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed.
Oh my goodness.
This village is their altar.
What, they sacrificing
where
themselves?
They shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins. Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me. But did another foreigner, like me, come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Storm? Yes. He is staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him. They seek the same salvation Barnabas did.
Salvation?
At least the third chair is still alive. Let's go and find him.
Your friend with the cowl has been staying with me.
Oh my good sir.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... 'tis different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something's happening.
What the heck?
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
This guy became enamored with their devotion. Oh, of course, blood. Well, they got their wish. Where's your
Beneath the
answer?
flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do.
What the? Fallen?
Echoes as well. Found her. Come on. Over here! All yours, Torvald. It's so.
Ow. Get over here.
What now?
The heck? Opened? Oh my. Hello.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Cool. I really need to get 10 level 5. Cool. Dang, that's really really fast. Got his butt. Ah. Oh, jeez. Here we go. Nice. Oh, I can dodge?
To me, boy.
I don't want to use those. Sure. Good accident. No work. Yeah. Then the people. What the heck?
Damn it.
What? Are you serious? Are you serious? He sacrificed himself. One of the best at fighting and survival. He sacrificed himself.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings.
Oh.
Could you
so he did do his job.
Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Very interesting about his take on this cult. Cult religion, whatever they call it.
My lord. They are saved.
Now I have to kill them. So no. Or I don't kill them? What is happening? What the heck? Will they just teleported me back to Tabor?
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
Man, he wishes he could have joined that religion so bad. Very interesting.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Oh yeah, it is a cool.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end.
Interesting.
For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be, only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them.
Yeah.
And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
I guess that's true.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Interesting. Oh. Well. Hey, Orichalcum. I got the last one. Well, that was interesting. Blue boar's there, but we're going to head up. Let's do this. Let's do this quest or this piece, whatever it's called. Mark. I'll have to beat that out. Very late. Is that a troll just running around? Things here. Hello, Black Widow. All right. Big ball. Yeah, I need to upgrade my abilities. I do it now. So loud. Dude. Aw.
Looks like we're working something up. Only one thing for it.
Laser beam. I got dodge.
Nice try.
Yeah, nice try. I don't want to do that. I'm confused with my crap. Sick. Oh, that counts as an ability finish. Oh, that's how I can do those challenges.
Sweet dreams.
Funny. Alright, master that. I also master this too. Dad, I don't use any Shiva stuff. That's kind of it. That's it. These are all the abilities I actually care about. Okay, let's go back and hang out. Ugh. I can make one of my armors now. Let's go. Let's see how the goes up there.
Trouble with your gear, or something for you, do you?
Yes, Ouroboros.
No scratches, right?
Clean loincloth. More dex.
And?
About to fight the behemoth, I assume. Another. Look at the quest map. Unity. Bringing together three men from different backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together we did for a better Valisthea. The triunity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all, one that will most certainly end in hardship. Yet what matters most is not the destination, but what we can learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved that road for us with the courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there is still a lot you have to learn about the hound of yours. Aye, he'd step in front of a bloody, raging behemoth if it meant protecting you. But that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly, and give him a handful of kupo nuts. You do good to remember that. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with it from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again. That those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps of your knowledge, and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt. Lord Marcus, I write to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in the service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time go with regret for the long years of duty left undone. That they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rosfield, such as yourself, shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrow. May the Phoenix flame burn forever in your heart. Alright, who's this? Oh, Hippocrates. I'm aware that there are matters much greater importance which demand your attention, but if you're free, whatever, okay. But yeah.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Okay. Let's set up other ones. The ones in the back.
First the skies.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
Kids again?
What do you think happened to...
Sid! You have to help us!
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No! Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
And when she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
It's literally called Mid's Dungeon. I didn't even realize. That's all. Oh, the eight. Huh? Down here. Oh, you know what? I probably can't do it until I do it. Yeah, 'cause I'm not supposed to be here. It's probably Sid. I mean, Id. Alright, well, that's gonna wait till next time. Okay. This is pretty cool. Well, I got one of my, called legendary things. That's cool. And I have this mastered. Down to level 5. Which would make it super worth it. I really should have one of these. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. Your Sliff is super good. But I just need to do these. Oh, there's not the limit. Dancing still is cool too. Sure. Well, I love Heat Wave. Let's try and... So, Dancing Steel and this by itself. So it'll be Lightning Rod into this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because this doesn't even like increase the stun, I think. For when they're staggered. What I remember. So, Lightning Rod, a Limit Break, Cancel, Wrist Slip, Wind Up, Good Flare, and then if I have level 5 this, then that. Okay. Oh yeah, the extra 1,000 so far. Ooh. Well, okay, 500 health is nice, but I'm gonna start using. Yeah, Dancing Still. I just sounds pretty good. All right. Well, skip this one. This is cool how the game is giving them really fleshed out like quests to end everything. I mean, we already finished the one with Black Door. So everyone cool. Alright, well, I think it's a long time to finish up these side quests. It's gonna take another, like, what, 3 hours at least to do this? It was already at almost 2 hours. Alright. Keep going though.